Alright everyone, welcome back to Power Rangers, Heroes of the Grid, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, and Red Ranger are chilling in the command center, healing up. We just got the Masters on Zords, now we have 2 of our 5 Zords. We have Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, and Trini, the Yellow Ranger, about to fight off against one Super Putty. They shouldn't have any problem taking out one of them. But then Trini will probably have to spend a turn recovering, because she doesn't have a lot of cards left. But before we do any of that, our Mastodon, because we just got it, we haven't used it, and these exhaust, but they refresh during the overall step, like when we do the deployment phase and stuff. So we haven't used it, even though we got it. So the exhaust is to immediately remove one foot soldier from any location and place it on the experience track. Now I could just remove this guy here and not even have to worry about combat this turn, and these guys could just kind of relax. Instead, I'm going to get rid of one of these dudes. But now that also puts our board over here at 6. So we are full back up. So we're up to level 3. So all of these guys are going to go back over there. We're going to get another Zord, because if we get the pink or yellow one, that's definitely going to help us. Oh, sweet. We got the Pterodactyl Zord. Exhaust us to gain 2 energy. During battle to gain 2 energy. So now we can use this, because it's really great because neither of these Rangers have energy. So I can exhaust that right away to gain 2 extra energy so we can use some attacks. Alright, preparation phase. Flip this over. She's going to attack. She becomes the lead Ranger. Trini has 5 cards in her deck. I'm going to let her draw 3 of them. And we're going to hope that that's enough to do some stuff. Kimberly is going to, she has 2, she's going to draw 2, gives her up to 4. We're going to exhaust that Zord right away to gain 2 extra energy, because we may as well, because we already have our 2 shared energy. Now, what I can do with that shared energy at the end of the battle is I can give it to my players if I have them. So instead of spending 4 energy, I could give 1 to Trini and 1 to Kimberly so they have them for the next combat. Otherwise, the only other way to get it is to go back to the command center and power up. Alright, so we have a Super Putty. Let's see what the Super Putty has for us. He has a Swarm Attack, which is going to do 1 damage. So that's not too bad. So we just have to do 3 damage to him. Kimberly does her Quick Shot, so she immediately gets to hit him for 1. So I just gotta do 2 damage to this guy. So basically, I don't want to waste a ton of cards. Luckily, look at this. We have Precision Strike. Precise Strike does 2 damage. I can spend 1 energy that we just got from our Pterodactyl Zord to put this back on top of my deck. Oh yeah, shuffle it back into my deck. Does 2 damage. Takes him out. Boom. He's defeated. Easy as pie. He goes on our board. We're going to give 1 energy to Trini, 1 energy to Kimberly, and the shared energy goes away. That is the end of that round. So that's how quick that round went. Alright, so now we're back to our deployment phase. Let's flip all our action tokens back over and see what we got. Now, you might be thinking, hey, this video is taking forever. So, partly because I'm trying to explain stuff, versus just playing the game. Secondly, because I'm playing as 5 characters versus each player doing it, so I'm trying to mix and match. I have to try to remember what's in every hand, where if you're only focusing on 1 character, it's a little bit easier. Thirdly, they recommend what you can do is in some of these matches, if you have your team split apart, you could play people independently of each other. Now, there's one reason why I wouldn't have wanted to, so if you watched the last video, I had you all with the Pink Ranger in 1 battle, and they defeated Pudgy Pig, which is awesome. And then I was able to move the Yellow Ranger over, which is basically what secured my for sure victory on that guy versus a possible die roll and maybe not beating him. So that was great. But if I would have played the Pink Ranger first, I wouldn't have had that option. I wouldn't have had Pterodactyl. Or if I would have done them at the same time, again, Pink Ranger would have been by herself. Alright, so let's deploy some cards. We got... Ooh, these guys get shuffled. Go back to the bottom of the deck. It's just kind of how if you get down to the boss, so still sit there and keep going. Alright, we have 2 Super Putties to Angel Grove High. Number 2. 2 more Super Putties to Ernie's Juice Bar. Alright. Oh, come on. Alright. 2 regular putties to the Industrial District. Just we got 2 guys waiting there to fight, so that's not bad. And, oh crap, we have a monster. I was hoping we wouldn't get that. Oh, and with 3 super putties. Oh boy. So we have Bones coming out, going to Ernie's Juice Bar with 3 super putties. Oh boy. Oh, this match is gonna suck. Alright. So it's definitely gonna panic that because we have 5 plus Bones is in there. Bones is a pain in the A. So now I could do is move all of my Rangers over there and just make sure I can take everybody out. And just leave these minor guys around. Because I'm not going to run into Rita on my next turn, who's the boss. And that might not be a bad idea to do. So if I spend 1 action per every player. Alright, we're going to move everybody. All 5 Rangers are going to jump in here. And then we're going to hope that we can just play cleanup next turn. Alright. Then we need to do is someone has to take him out first. We need to draw cards. Alright, so Trini only has 3 cards, so she's only going to draw 1 more. Zack is going to draw. I'm going to have everyone else draw their 5 cards. Actually, since I have so many people, yeah, we'll draw 5. I want to draw 4 and leave more defense. No, we'll draw 5. We'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, Billy already has some cards out. Because I didn't shuffle them into his deck. So we have 3 Zords to play. So that's helpful. Although, well, we have 1 Zord that's helpful. Not helpful, really. So I have the Mastodon Zord. It says I can immediately remove 1 foot soldier, can remove 1 and place on experience track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since it's not going to get me enough cards to, or enough experience to level up, it's not really worth it. There's 5. I can only have 4 super putties deployed at a time. So I'm not going to have so taking 1 out here is not going to affect how many cards I have to play. So I may as well wait and use it after combat, because if I take out like 2 of them, you know, if I end up getting that point, I take out 2, I can always remove 1, then it's 1 less to do. If I take out Bones, they're all removed anyhow. And instead I could take out one of these other guys and just, it's 1 less guy I have to deal with there. Alright, so let's draw some bad guy cards. We need to reshuffle up our super putties. We're going to play these 2. Oh no, that's not good. Deploy 2 more super putties to this area. So if they activate, I'll have more super putties. So basically my upside is that doesn't do anything to me. So that gives me 2 free things. So basically I just have to focus on Bones this turn. This round, and just take out him, and I don't have to deal with those. Otherwise, you're just going to keep adding more. Actually, since there's a limit of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one of these guys moves to a different location. So actually, this guy goes here. So I could have removed 1. Sorry, once it gets over 5, then they once it hits that pinnacle or that number, then they move to the next area. So I could have actually gotten rid of 1 of them and drawn 1 less card, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, then we have Bones' cards. Bones is a pain. He's going to have fast, so they're going to get to attack first. Now, if any of the bad guys have fast, they always attack first. Skeleton Sword, 3 health, deal 4 damage to the lead ranger. So whoever my lead ranger is, who initiated this combat, who I haven't decided. I'll just say it was Jason. Because he's usually the guy we start with anyhow. He's the leader. So he's going to take that damage right away. Then we have another skeleton sword. So since they have guard, they won't protect each other, but they do protect the cards below them. You know, I'm going to leave one there, and I just realized I didn't shuffle his deck. Same as I did with Pudgy Pig. So I was about to draw the third skeletal sword in a row, which would be kind of fine, because I just end up killing one character, but not very anticlimactic. Alright, now we shuffled this up a bit. Instead we have regeneration. Oh, this card sucks. Put all defeated bones cards in this battle face up. They're no longer defeated. So, at least the upside is that's the second card. Another skeletal sword. So, the thing is, this skeletal sword, here's the problem, is that moves to the front. And then we, oh yeah, so this is where this becomes a problem. So then we also drew Gravedigger Slash. Drain 1, each ranger must discard the bottom card of their deck. So, the new fast card always goes to the front. Now, here's where we have the issue with Bones, is because his, oh, let's see if I can zoom, I can't really see that, but his middle two cards both have guard. So they can't protect each other, but they protect the outside two cards. So I have to take out both of those skeletal swords before I can take out the other two. Then I have to take out regeneration. Otherwise, them other cards are just going to come back and I have to refight them all over again. So I'm probably just going to have to take that. I'm going to have to take that first damage no matter what because it's fast. But I do need to take out the skeletal sword and that regeneration as quickly as possible. Alright. So first thing we want to do is Kimberly's ability to do 1 damage. We're going to put 1 damage on that guy. Then we're going to take a hit from this. Drain 1 energy, each ranger discards the bottom card of their deck. Alright, well that sucks, because if I would have known that, I wouldn't have drawn 5 cards for everybody, right? Oh no. Alright, bottom card, and that puts Trini down to 1 card, so Trini's probably going to die. She has to take a hit. But, alright, so now I have to start dealing some damage to these, or I'm going to take damage. The upside is that skeletal sword is only going to do damage to Jason, so both of them are going to hit him, so I have 2 attacks to try and get in. I do have 2 smooth moves, so I can protect 2 of that damage. So I'm not that worried about it, I just need to take them out. What I am wondering here is... what do I have? Okay, I'm not worried about dying here, so we're going to do this. We're going to attack that first skeletal sword with lead the charge. Does 2 dice, next time any ranger add 1 die to that battle. So that's Jason's card, so I'm going to roll 2 dice. Zoom back out a little bit and see me roll some miserable dice. So I need to hit 2 hits off of this. 2 hits, perfect. Alright, so that'll defeat that, which then it will activate, nothing will happen. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is take a risk here. So we have... first of all, we have Take Aim. Gain 1 energy, you may immediately play another card. If it's an attack, you may reroll any number of dice during that turn. So we're going to gain 1 energy. So we have our 2 that we got from there, plus we got another one. And then we're going to spend 1 of those energies to play Arrow Shot, which lets me roll 3 dice, plus 1 for Jason's. previous card. Ignore the guard keyword when choosing a target for this attack. So we're going to spend 1 to roll 4 dice with Kimberly. We're going to try and take out regeneration. I don't know if we will. But we're going to see what we can do. Okay, so I got 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, do I want to risk re-rolling a 1 to try and do that? No, I don't think I do. So I'm going to do is put 5 damage on him, because I only need to do 2 more damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What I can do, though, however, is do Twin Fang Teamwork, which says, after another resolves an attack, deal 1 damage to the target of that attack. So we're going to put 6 on there. So I only need to deal 1 more point of damage to that to take it out. The thing is, the other thing still is guard, so I need to do it in a turn. Oh, sweet, I didn't do that. That's alright. So I should have done with Zack's ability here. It says, once per battle after defeating an enemy attack may deal 1 damage to an adjacent card. So I'm going to retcon that, go back and deal 1 damage to that. Alright, so now their turn, that's going to activate, deal 4 damage to the lead ranger. First what I'm going to do is to play block for free. Any ranger suffers damage, reduce that damage by 3. Then I am going to play Smooth Moves. Reduce that damage by 2 and gain 1 energy. So I don't take any, but I gain an extra energy. Alright, so now I have to take out the Skeletal Sword and that regeneration. Otherwise, I won't. Otherwise, all them other cards will come back, and this is kind of for naught. The other option would have been was to not touch any of Bones' cards, let regeneration go, and then try and do it during the Putty's turn. But I'd rather take them out if possible. So, I am going to play Blade Blaster with Trini. So that I can deal X number of damage to the amount of damage spent. Before I do that, do I have... Jason has that as well. I was just seeing if I had anyone that had something. Sometimes they're like, hey, if you play this card, you can play an extra card for free. I'm going to use Billy's ability, Exhaust. Once per battle, I can draw a card, and I can place 1 card back on top of their hand. Okay, it's just that. I was hoping maybe I might draw that Blade Blaster. So instead, I'm going to put a different card back on there. I'm going to exhaust my Pterodactyl to gain 2 more energy. And... Alright. I think Trini is going to play Blade Blaster. I know Jason could as well, but I'm going to have Trini do it just because she has less stuff. Alright, she's going to play Blade Blaster, so she can spend X energy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In our pool, we're going to spend 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to spend all our energy. We're hitting it with everything. We got 10 points here. So we're going to spend 10 points. We're going to do 1 point here. Now, since this doesn't directly target a card, I can hit anybody. But even still, I can do 2 damage here. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7. And I can do 5 here, which leaves me with 2 more damage. I can spend 2 damage to take out one of these regrowths. So I take out a regrowth. So it's 2. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I took out Bones. that's still active. Alright, so now it's the opponent's turn. Bones is going to activate. Nothing. So now I have an extra free turn here. This is only going to deploy one more guy, but they're all going to get removed anyhow. So it doesn't really make a difference. I just kind of need to focus on the other two swarms. Especially a swarm attack. Because that has 5 damage on it. Alright, so what do we have to do a bunch of damage? Trini has one that just does straight up 2 damage. I can put it back in there. Zack has... I can have 1, 2... I'm just trying to see. I haven't played almost anything with Billy. He's just been my defender. Oh, he has a Blade Blaster as well. Any energy left. Alright. Trying to see who has the best things. Jason can't do anything that have any energy. So what we'll do is we'll do Kimberly. She has Take Aim, gain 1 energy, immediately play another attack. If there's an attack, you may reroll any number of dice. We're going to gain 1 energy to use. Followed up by Flying Kick, which lets us roll 2 dice, which I can reroll, and I gain an extra energy. Now, still after Kimberly's attack, or, cards, but at least I get to gain 2 energy out of it. So we're attacking, I don't know, that Putty Pummel is what we were looking for. Or the swarm attacks. We did 1 damage to it. I'm going to reroll this one. Does 2. Alright, not enough to take it out, but enough to at least weaken it up. Now this one's going to activate. Alright, what do we got? I got 2 energy. I have anything else that gets me energy. So that I have another Blade Blaster. I have 2 of them. So I could always use 1 to deal 1 damage to that, but I only have 2 energy, so that's not super helpful. Alright, we're going to spend 1 energy to do Reckless Blow. Which says, before rolling, you may discard a top card of your deck that 2 dice to this attack. 2, we're going to attack that Putty Pummel. So we're going to get 4 dice. We're going to try and take 3 damage off of that. Sweet, does 5. Alright, so you're done. And there goes a die. All the way across the table. Alright. So what's going to happen is, and this is going to activate, deploy 1 Super Putty. It's going to go here. It's going to do that. I'm going to use my Mastodon's power just to remove that right away. And we're going to put him over there just so that doesn't get too crazy. We have another turn before their card activates. We just need to try and do 3 damage. I don't have any way of spreading damage out, though. But since we do have a free attack, we're going to spend Precise Strike, do 2 damage, spend our energy to put that... No, I'm not going to spend that energy. We're just going to let it go, because Trini's going to have to go heal anyhow, so she'll get that card back. But that'll do 2 damage to this, to take out that. This will activate, and now we just got to do 1 damage to Swarm Attack. Who needs to go heal? Jason's fine. He can't attack anyhow. You're fine. Let's use one of Billy's. Alright, so we'll use Tactical Strike. Roll 2 dice. I can put this back on top of my deck. So hopefully his 2 dice will let me get 1 hit. 1 hit. Boom. Otherwise, I always still had Jason's ability I hadn't used yet. Alright, so I'll take out that, and it would activate. Nothing would happen. Perfect. So that means Bones gets defeated. We defeated all 4 of these guys, so they're all going to our board. Because even though I defeated Bones, I defeated these guys as well. But that will end up taking out all of these guys off of our board. And we get another Zord. We're up to level 4. So we got the Saber-Tooth Tiger. Exhaust this card during a battle to allow each participating ranger to draw up to two cards. Alright, so that's not terrible. It lets me, like, draw less cards to begin with, and then go back through and do that. Alright, so now, before we do the next deployment phase, we have to figure out where we want everybody. So, Trini is going to have to go back to the command center. She's going to spend her action to go here. Because she only has 1 health left. So she's going to go back there, shuffle up her deck, prep up for the next round. Kimberly's probably going to do the same thing because she didn't heal last round. Everybody else could probably start going somewhere. Now, each other person only has 1 other action. So they're not going to be able to fight anything, but they could at least prep to take stuff out. But I think what we'll do is we'll move Zack and Billy down here since there's already 3 guys. Move our panic token. Jason's going to have to stay here, and Kimberly's going to go there. Alright, so I'll set us up so then Jason already used his 2 action tokens, so he can't do anything else. But Billy and Zack are getting ready to take out the industrial district in case more guys come there. Otherwise, everyone else is, going to be able to jump to where they need to go. So we'll see what we get. You should hopefully get Rita as the boss this turn, because she shuffled so far into the deck. So I should get 1 extra round to try and build up another Zord. I just don't know if I'll get the Mega Zord before her. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye!